Mm. Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night. Will Sonny finally pay for his crimes on General Hospital? Will he sit there and confess? Or will Dante sit there and stop him? I mean, he's had years of crimes, and the latest one being John Cates. So you think this is how Sonny goes out his quote unquote swan song? Or do you think that every time I sit there and say something like that, then we have another year of Sunny? Kind of like Groundhog's Day in a sense. And we're going to be sitting there talking about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born to Beautiful, and Young and Restless. As you are coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does actually help. Let's give a roll call and get started. Blackmon, aka Mr. GQ's in the chat. Amy, how you doing tonight? Also, let's everyone wish Amy a happy birthday. Cherry Ice Cream's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ronnie Ron is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Kristen is in the chat. How you doing tonight? I'm doing good, Blackmon. How are you doing, my friend? I had off today. Queen of the South. How is the Queen tonight? How's the Queen doing tonight? Now, Cherry Ice Cream said I only saw parts of GA. Um, Anything happen or like you're just busy? Sorry to hear that. GH was actually good today. Kristen, I am very happy that you are here. So seriously, thank you. Fox. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my community tab because I thought about that today when you said something. So thank you for reminding me. I'm so hungry. It's like I just blitzed through the other stuff. I'm glad to hear that. Always very happy. Oh, you was cooking. Okay. Of course, I gotta sit there and see how the queen is doing. You are the queen of the South, North, East, and West. Yeah, Kristen. And listen, I said this in my review, but it'd be so sweet if Brad is the one to expose Portia. Oof. I I am so looking forward towards that shit like there's no tomorrow. No tomorrow, I'm telling you. I usually don't do all four of the reviews, but I felt that I had to. And Ronnie Ron says, Albert, who the F does Xander think he is grabbing and threatening Kristen about her daughter? Yeah, that was definitely out of pocket. It was, even for somebody that you love, there are certain lines that you should not cross, and you shouldn't even be thinking about crossing that. Exactly. Exactly, Black Mom. So now hopefully she should, shut the fuck up, you know? So that whining she was doing before, I was like, okay, I get it. I get it before, but now at this point, she shouldn't have much of anything to sit there and say, Black Mon. But yes, Ron, I do agree. There is lines that you shouldn't cross. But somebody who has a daughter, I am actually surprised that he wound up doing that. What's good, Jonathan? And yes, did you see the previews of Days of Our Lives? Next week look like it's gonna be good. And I'm not gonna lie. Well, first of all, did you see it? Because I don't want to spoil it for you if you didn't see it. So let me know if you actually saw it first. Okay. Did you see the preview stuff? we're gonna be talking about that tonight too, then, my friend. I don't know what the hell he thought he was doing, Ron. But okay, part of me, I know this sounds really bad, but I cannot be the only person that was sitting there laughing when you saw Fiona trying to push Sarah down the flight of steps in that wheelchair. I don't know why, and I know that sounds bad. That shit was kind of funny. Oh my god! I'm not gonna lie. I thought that shit was kind of hilarious. Kristen says, "How old is Rachel on days she was still a baby when I quit watching?" I was going to say maybe 9 or 10. She can't be that old. I think she's like around a 9 or 10 now. Well, I mean, Ron, Clyde is holding his mom hostage, so maybe the choose judgment is like a little kind of too harsh. Oh, you damn right she's getting desperate. Let me ask you a question though, Jonathan. What if the fall down the stairs don't kill her? She's pushing her down a flight of steps. Does she even sit there and think, what if it doesn't kill her? Then you're just gonna look even like Chloe said, oh, okay, cool. I'm just like, you want to push this chick down a flight of steps, which is already hilarious. I'm sorry, but I think it's hilarious. But that may not even kill her. So, what are you going to do if it doesn't kill her? Fiona is she's sitting there threatening Sophia. I'm like, Sophia, why are you afraid of this woman that's like 70 plus something years old? Yeah, that should be interesting. That should be interesting. Um, that should be interesting. Krista said, I don't remember Christina being in this much trouble when she was an actual child. The fact that she's older and she still does things to a point where people still treat her like a child is saying something, and it ain't good. Maybe, yeah. Okay, all right. I guess this bears repeating, because that's it. Didn't say it. I'm gonna miss some comments. There's 16 people. There's one of me, so I may not be able to get to every single comment. Do not sit there and lose it. Um, don't say things like "I missed your comment" because I know I probably missed. I'm gonna miss a lot of people's comments. I will either get to it or just write it again, or at some point in the stream, I will sit there and get to you. Ron says, Albert, is Dan the dude try to hurt Rachel? I bet AJ won't do anything because he hates his own siblings. I don't think he would sit there and not, no, not Rachel. What's good, Francis? That's the prop. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Cherry Ice Cream. It's just sometimes I feel like I need to sit there and say it in case people sit there and like, oh, you missed my comment. It's like, I know I missed your comment. I miss a lot of people's comments. Um, that's the problem with it though, right, Kristen? Because like their ages, they age Michael out really fast. They age Christina out really fast, and it's just been all over the place. It's like Spencer and Jocelyn. Jocelyn is supposed to be much older than Spencer. They're not supposed to be around the same age. Yes, by the previews and that phone call before, Jonathan. It was good showing Albert Dex and Molly will be on next week. They keep teasing the audience, Sean. They keep teasing the audience with that. Um, I don't think anything's going to wind up happening, Sean, unless Dex and what you call it. Well, that's the problem, though, Kristen. Technically, she's supposed to be older than Spencer. She's supposed to be older than Spencer. Kristen. Really? Jonathan, because I could have swore I remember at some point. No, I could have swore at some point when Spencer used to have a crush on what's her name? He used to have a crush on Patrick's daughter. Jocelyn was much older than Spencer. Francis says, "Do you think Sonny will get out of jail this time, or get out of jail this, or not go to jail?" Thank you, Emma. I say that every year, Francis. Every year I sit there and say, Sonny's finally going to go to jail. Um, yeah, Kristen, Emma. So, Francis, I'm going to sit there and say no. I'm going to sit there and say no, Francis. Not because technically this time he should go to jail, but I think he won't go to jail, Francis, because I feel like the show is so nervous of Maurice Bernard not being on General Hospital because of the ratings that I think they'll find a way to keep him on the show. If that makes sense, Francis. Not for storyline wise, but for literally, um, you know, ratings wise, they'll find a way to keep him on the show. Which I think is a total cop out, Francis. Jocelyn says Joss was in the same age group at the time because she had a crush on Cameron when they were little. Oh, okay. Terry King says if Sonny goes to jail, does that mean that he will be leaving? That is the $1 million question, Terry King. Because we always sit there and say, I say every year, I was like, we always list a bunch of reasons why Maurice Bernard is probably leaving the show. But if he does go to jail this time, then yeah, he is definitely leaving the show. But I think at this point, Terry King, they always would sit there and just throw more money at Maurice Bernard to sit there and keep him staying. Um, I don't agree with it, but I'm like, she's being problematic. Hell, I honestly tell you, Ron, I don't even think that she agrees. Johnson says the last time Sonny went to jail, he had a storyline within prison. That's true. But we always, that's the thing, Jonathan. How many times do we sit there and or hear hints of Maurice Bernard that they're talking about how he's leaving the show, how he's happier doing State of Mind, he's happy doing this, and so it's I don't know. Sean says Albert means Sonny should flee the country. Yeah, in a perfect world, yeah. This way he can always sit there and come back. But either way, Sean, I mean, if he flees the country, if he goes to jail, I feel like if he goes to jail or he flees the country, then the actor is done. Just my take on it. Francis says maybe Valentine turns in the gun to save Alexis. I think he is working with Brennan. He wants to get rid of Sonny. Hell, that will clear the way for Brendan in the competition. Yeah, I think that would be Good for Brennan. Sonny goes to jail. It's open season on Carly. But you gotta, yes, exactly, Chris. And I didn't mention this in my review, but apparently he got tested to see if he was a match, and they said that he wasn't. Now, he might have got tested in another part of the country, but at least they did solve. Well, what about Ethan? Ethan is also Lulu's brother. So, they settled that because let's be honest, it was not going to sit there and get another actor to be Ethan after the last one. Ron says, "Ever, what the f is wrong with Fiona putting her hands on Sophia, threatening her about not? Well, she's desperate. I'm just more surprised that Sophia was sit and be punked by somebody who's 70 plus years old. No offense, but like, boy, you can sit there and push her on the ground and probably break a couple of bones and some hips. Sophia does not seem like the type of person that scares easily. So I think I was just more surprised by that. Like, why isn't there like exactly Cherry Ice Cream? Kristen has a point. Kristen has a point. Um, yeah, Kristen has a point. But which by the way, just going back to General Hospital, okay, let's be honest. I like Carly, but Carly was being kind of irritating when Lucas is sitting there talking to Ava, and Carly kept from just sniping here and sniping there. I'm like, Carly, Lucas is a grown ass man. Lucas can sit there and talk for himself. He doesn't need you sitting there butting in the conversation every 5 seconds. I don't know. I was just a little kind of annoyed with Carly today on that particular part. And you know what? We finally got to have a reason why Ava. Um, we finally got to have a reason why Ava outed Natalia. Was good, D King, and that was to make Sonny look bad. I'm like, so let me get this straight. You outed Blaze. You outed Natalia to sit there and try to make Sonny look bad in court. Really? Because I feel like that was more of a blowback on her than anything else. It it wasn't just and that's the thing, Kristen. I could sit there and see it being like out of desperation, but for her to sit there and say that she works with the LGBT, the art world, and everything like that, but yet you took that risk to make him look bad in family court. How is that supposed to work? Okay, so she's a bigot. That doesn't mean that he's a bigot, and his daughter is an LGBT member. So like, how is that supposed to make Sonny look bad? Like, and Queen said, "It was good, Valerie. Can't wait for Portia to get busted by Bro. Oh, it's gonna be so sweet, Valerie. So sweet. I can almost taste it. That's how sweet it just comes across." Queen said Lily got played by Victor and Nikki. What's she gonna do now? Well, that's the thing. Yes, she did get played, right? And I'm glad she finally started to listen to Devon. I'm glad she finally started to listen to Divine Queen because I'm like, she kept saying, well, he's going to sit there and take care of me because of Neo. I'm like, and he's going to take care of me because I'm a valuable person in the business world. Devon's like, listen, at the end of the day, he's going to sit there. Oh, I did, Jonathan, the bullying. Um, and I'm like, Neil don't give a damn about you compared to his kids. And his love for his kids is questionable at best. So at least Nikki had a conscience and told her what's up. But the thing is, boo, everybody been sitting there telling you that Victor ain't itch and he's not gonna hold up his point of the bargain. But like Phyllis said, she's just an idiot that wasn't thinking of emotions. Ron says your opinion on Tate telling Maggie about him catching Holly trying to frame his dad and Sophia being supportive and also being assaulted. My thoughts is that Tate is being naive, and Maggie's like, "How do you feel about her?" What's good, Gloria? I like challenges. Um, my take is that Tate needs to be honest with Sophia because if he doesn't feel the same way that Sophia does, then he doesn't need to sit there and string her along. That's my take. That's my take on it, Ronnie Ron. And yeah, Jonathan, and thank you, because I was in my notes. I was like, so you gonna sit there and bully him over a hug? Bro, I think the audience is just itching for your ass to sit there and get caught. This is why listening to Saying the Value is gonna be so sweet, because now you're using your position of power to sit there and bully somebody over some simple dumb shit like a hug. Like, are you kidding me? DC soap sanctuaries and oh god, here we go with this bullshit. I think today's episode proved what I've been saying all along. Sophia is a good girl. Okay. Um, that sentence started off good, and then it just went into I don't know what the hell that sentence went into. I think DC is out there just trolling, or if he's being serious, then like, are you drinking or something? Um, yeah, exactly. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. DC. We're not pulling in other characters to try to make shitty ass Sophia look any better. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Sophia ain't shit, and that ain't gonna sit there and change by bringing in other characters. And I think he actually said that she's a good girl just to troll me, not because he was actually being serious. I mean, looks wise, yeah, but as far as an actual person, no, she's a shitty ass human being. What the hell are you talking about? You know, I'm not even gonna sit there and go back and forth because I know that he's out there just trolling, or if he's being serious. Anyway, DC, how are you doing today? How did you handle and the storm and everything like that? I think that's um how are you doing with everything? Johnson says no one will call her out for hugging her husband. Ooh, ooh, yes, 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 yes. Anyway, DC, like I said, how are you doing today? How's everything since the whole storm? There we go. DC says storm-wise, I'm okay. Going to be returning to old operations coming on Monday. My professor said assignments will still do this week. Okay. Yep. I agree, Ron. Like I said, I don't like Sophia. I'm not happy. I wish that they're stuck with this chick on contract, but if they can layer her out a little bit more better and not just make her the typical mean girl, and maybe we may get something out of it. D King says, by the way, Albert Parker. Oh, shocker ain't New Age. Its origins in ancient Indian religious tradition. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, D King. Okay. Felt like felt like new age, but okay. So while DC is not there giving this chick all the passes in the goddamn world, I, DC, I get it. You're the nice person. You're gonna sit there and give her a pass because she's a teenager. I'm not. So I'm going to sit there and be harsh on her because one, her personality is just vexing, and she comes across as desperate and pathetic. And honestly, tell you the truth, DC, her attitude continues like that. She's going to be just like Katie, Katie baby. Okay, Katie baby that will sit there and settle. Katie baby that will sit there and settle for a man who will sit there and cheat on her twice with her own sister. Now, what is DC's rebuttal for that? The typical rebuttal that any other fan would sit there and do. Not somebody who does reviews, but a fan would do. Bring up Sonny and Jason and their misdeeds. We're not talking about Sonny and Jason. What's good, Deluxe? Yeah, exactly. Sophia is Desperado Jr. The shade is in the sentence. That's not shade. That's just being direct. Not shading anything. Shading means like I'm trying to underline that. I expect better, DC. That's what I'm sitting there saying. That's a typical basic argument that a fan would sit there and say, not a reviewer. I expect better. See, that's not shade. Where's my water at? By the way, I'm very proud of myself for actually doing all four reviews in one day. Trust me, that shit ain't easy. It's fun, but it's not always easy. So I'm gonna sit there and give myself a pat on the back for that. DC says today's show the genuine side of Sophia that she cares about Holly. Seriously? She couldn't sound more faker if she tried. She didn't care about Holly. She didn't act like they were still friends. She only said that so she wouldn't look as, you know, desperate when she told Tate she still wanted to be best friend. And the fact that DC actually, I can't believe that she said that shit and DC actually. See, this is sometimes where it's very difficult for me to like tell. That's why I said Jonathan. She was putting on an act. And I can't tell if DC Smith there joking or if he's being serious when he sat there and said that he believed her. Because if you believe that, you can believe that I got a bridge to sit there and sell you in Brooklyn. I mean, is that heart that bleeding to the point where you'll sit there and just like, oh Lord, okay. Um, okay. Ron says, do you think that when the truth comes out, what Mark is up to, that his sibling Aaron and Felicia should cut ties? Um, no. I think that I think his siblings would understand. I can't believe you were actually snowed by that shit. Thank you, Jonathan. I'm like, thank you, Jonathan. I personally think that DC is trolling with that comment, but but here's the thing though. Yes, shout out to Lily for doing that, but she was so annoying up until that point, and she literally sat there was like, well, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Victor was very close to Neil, so he wouldn't sit there and screw me over. Are you kidding me? He'll sit there and screw over his own. He'll screw over his own children. He plays ping pong with his children's love and affection on a daily fucking basis. Johnson says, "You're Michael Boyne at your service." See, that's why I rock with Jonathan. That's why I rock with Jonathan. Jonathan's in there trying to, get some sense into DC. And I think that DC is just kind of messing around because I can't believe, Jonathan, I know that me and you don't believe that DC is actually being serious. He is just generally joking. And DC, that comment is for you. Thank you, Jonathan. It's my guy right there. Um, Gemini Victor was not close to Neil. Victor kept Neil in his place at Newman. Exactly, Gemini. And let's everyone say what's up to Gemini. DC says Victor never promoted Neil. That alone should tell Lily something. See, when Jack puts Claire onto the game about Victor, I believe Jack was genuine. Yes. Yeah, I know something was going on in that head of yours. Something was going on in that head of yours. D King says, wasn't say why not that Phyllis standalone up? No. Nope. Not today. That may be next week. Sean says Claire is annoying. Claire is naive. But the thing is, yes, DC, Jack put Claire onto the game about Victor, but the thing is, shouldn't Claire have actually already known how he operates? She did do all this research on the Newmans before she went to town to work for Nikki. So how did she not know that? Oh, yeah, no, D King. I think it may be sometime next week. No, no, that wasn't the episode today. Yeah, okay, sure, DC. And Gemini says DC Hat Daddy's leaving. Yep, Hat Daddy is. I mean, he's not leaving permanently, but you know, thought about doing a video, and I'm kind of up in the air about it, especially since I already put out 4 videos today about Hat Daddy leaving. My thoughts on that. Luck says, I know Robin and Anna wants to nail Sonny, but they're willing to let an innocent woman sit in jail by not communicating about the evidence they have. They are corrupt as well. Well, I think Robert did sit there and say, let's wait to sit there and see if Sonny confesses first. So I don't think they're actually going to keep her in jail if Sonny didn't confess, but they want to sit there and not jump the gun. Johnson says Sophia wasn't being genuine. She was just happy that Holly was out the country. Remember when she said that she wouldn't blame Holly if she didn't return? Yeah, what part of that performance was actually genuine? You know what? I think that DC just need to say all that stuff to get a rise out of me. So I'm not gonna placate to that. I think DC's doing it just to get a rise out of me. Ron says, I'm glad Eric told Sarah he didn't believe anything that came out of Fiona's mouth. As he should. Oh, and Sean, DC, that comments for you. DC says you and Albert just always sees the worst in people. No, DC, we're just realists and practical and very practical. Okay? We don't let our bleeding hearts and our emotions blind us from seeing the truth from people. That's all. Lex says, what if Lexus gets harmed while waiting for Sonny to confess? Well, then I'll be on Sonny then. You're absolutely right. What's good, Amber? Exactly, D King. Exactly. Gemini says in the previews I saw of GH Martin checks in and asks why Alexis is still locked up. Hmm, maybe Sonny backed out of that. I expect better, DC. I expect better. You're lacking, my guy. You're lacking. Maybe you're a little rusty. Maybe that's it, DC. Johnson says maybe one day Sophie can change and be genuine, but that day wasn't today. Thank you. And Ron says Albert just dropped the subject. DC said that he had Tylenol. He needs something better. Maybe he drank expired Tylenol. DC, did you drink expired Tylenol? Because if you did, you could sit there and tell us. It's okay. You don't want to be sitting there drinking that expired Tylenol. You don't want to do that to yourself, my guy. Jim knows that's a problem that I have with Anna is Valentine is running an international gun operation. You let him loose. DC, did you drink expired Tylenol? Hmm? That's what I think that's what the chat really wants to know. D King says it's not ideal, but the feds were holding Alexis anyway. It would still have been up to the feds to release her, even with the new evidence. Ooh, very true, very true. DC says I did have 2 gallons of water today, no lie. You just gotta make sure that you check the expiration date on Tylenol. You don't want to be just drinking it. It's very important. Maybe that's clouding your judgment. Or you're rusty. I don't know. Or it could be both. Ron says, Albert, maybe you can get it. Maybe you can get DC a cutout cardboard with Keisha Moore. He's just lonely. I got DC. I got him. I sent him a copy. Like you said, Ron, I have about several of them. I don't want to be known as greedy. Very good call, Ron. You're a very wise man. DC says, I guess I received bad Tylenol. It came from Project Enterprises. I'll be filing a lawsuit in the morning. Still want that? You still want that cardboard cutout, though, my guy? That's really the question. You know, for the Weiner fans, well, DC, I have several of them. I just want to share. I don't want to be known as greedy. I mean, I'm already known as being a dick. And D King has a comment for you. Maybe. Why can I? I mean, I can share it all. And what's good, Jenna? Jenna says, why is Stephen Lar Weber coming back? Any thoughts? That's a damn good question. Um, I have no idea. I just hope he has a good story. And yes, I have Sean. It's not exactly my favorite one though. It's it's more Dragon Ball Z than Gundam. So I actually it's funny too. I actually have the box set of it in my closet somewhere, but It's not exactly my favorite though. It's actually my least favorite. But thank you for reminding me, Sean. I gotta find it. Maybe I can sell it or something. What the? DC says, yes, I had 2 gallons, but literally I look like I'm 6 months pregnant, so I'm feeling confused and hurt at the moment. Yeah, it is. It is, Sean. I remember when I used to watch those in high school. Like I said, I still got the box set, so it's cool if you like Dragon Ball and you like Gundam, but like, I'd rather just have Gundam, not Dragon Ball Gundam. It's a little weird to me, but it's not terrible. Ron says, do you speak to those cardboard cutouts in the quiche more when you're alone? Absolutely, Ron. Okay? I base all my decisions on those conversations that I have with that cardboard cutout. I feel like I'm making a lot of better life choices because of it. Johnson says, from what I understand, Steve wanted nothing to do with Heather when he was locked up. He sent back all the letters she wrote. Exactly. So why the hell is he actually coming back to the show is beyond me. Yeah, 8 gallons is kind of a lot. 8 gallons is kind of a lot. It's a lot. I mean, I know it's supposed to be healthy and that's what doctors tell you to do, but doctors also tell you to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Okay. That's so cool, Sean, that you like Gundam now. That's my favorite franchise. That's my favorite anime franchise. So that is awesome. Eagle Fang, you fans say Albert, if they raise Sonny to go to prison for life, I think will be a good move. Mobsters for the most part. And yep, that's true. That's true. That's very true. Oh, Johnson says he's probably just going to be there for Heather's trial because, based on what I've read, he only there for a short time. Okay. Jenna says Steve lost his license. Could he take up running the hospital like before? Well, it depends if he gets his license back. Um, I didn't know he actually lost his license, though. I mean, I guess it would make sense that he would lose his license. From what Jonathan said, he's only going to be on there for a short time anyway. I think they'll be hurt at first, Ron, but I think eventually that the love and the connection and stuff like that will make them understand why Mark did what he did. Or when he went to jail. Okay. Thank you, Jenna. Tyrese Clark, the one and only. So good to see you, my friend. Eagle fans, of course, Xander, wife, remember who hit her with the car now. The truth, hit and run person will not serve time in prison at all, but Xander reaction, I wonder what he will do about it. Well, he's going to sit there and owe Brady an apology. Oh shit! Eagle fan says Detective Eric is better than the current police in the town. DC says, by the way, does anyone even that even though what is that Newman Enterprises actually do. Their business is so vague. Hmm, that's a damn good question. Eagle Fang says he saw that hit and run in one day of a detective work. Can't knock you for that. Can't knock you for that comment. Very true. Well, yes. I mean, at this point, he literally pushed this chick down a flight of steps. Okay, Kyrie says, I just finished watching GH. I love Ava, but let's be real. The only reason her son love for Lucas is because Maura West loves this actor. Her saying she loved him felt out of nowhere. She never did. Hmm. Like, I thought that the reason why she outed Natalia was just dumb. She did it to try to make Sonny look bad in court by association. And I'm like, that's just stupid. It was more of a blowback on her because, like she says, she works with the LGBT community. So you took a quote unquote calculated risk that it would hurt Sonny in court, but it didn't. It just made you look bad. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Jonathan. I never watched the show, but and that comment is for you, Kyrie's. Exactly, exactly, DC. Krishna's ride or die. She is ride or die. That's loyalty right there. I mean, yeah, she goes. That's true. I mean, yes, yes, I agree with that, Ron. Um, but Xander can't do it because if Xander sits there, if they do that and Sarah does that, then Sarah's going to be serving prison time, so she can't do it. That's the thing though, Jonathan. He's always been a loose cannon. He's always done things that have went a little bit too far, but threatening to kidnap a child, yeah, bro, that's where you lost me at that point. Eagle Fang says Anna pretending she's a policewoman. You have proof against Sonny months ago, and you could have put him away for beating up Cyrus. Instead, you let him go, and he killed Jagger in a way that murder is her fault, and it is another character that can go away. Never looked at it like that. But see, that's what I'm saying, though, Jonathan. That's why she didn't. That's why he didn't want to sit there. That's why he didn't want Sarah to retract the story because that'd be just another L under his belt in his tenure as far as being DA. And when you start to think about it, that's just another loss in general. He loses that case. He lost Tate's case. He lost Gabby's case. He lost Nicole. He lost his job as CEO of Demera. EJ has suffered. EJ has gotten a lot of L's. And for somebody who is a proud man, Yeah, they don't they're not keeping Sam's character. Thank you, Kyrie. Kyrie says, now, Albert, now the time to reveal how happy you are that Sophia was on contract on Days of Our Lives. I know that you're happy. You know, it's actually really funny, Kyrie. When I saw that, and think about it, way, Kyrie, when I saw that post on there on your page, the first thing I was going to say was, mother. But then I sat there and I said, you know what? If they can flesh out this character and she could be more than just the fake, petty, mean girl, mean, vindictive girl that we've been seeing so far, if they can give her a backstory and a reason why she acts that way, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be happy. Because at some point, it just becomes surface level and it's just, oh, typical mean girl Sophia. Um, and yeah, in a lot of ways, I was like, well, god damn it, we're just stuck with this chick now at this point. But if the writers can do something with her more than just make her the typical mean girl, okay. Eagle Fang says I like how the entire chat did not give a damn. Actually, they did. They actually did. They hated it. They genuinely hated it. I was the only person that was okay with it. And I was more okay with it. I actually liked it. I'm cool with Jason and Anna being together. Carrie says, I put that post just up for you. Took everything. I saw that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that shit in the morning, and I was just like, "What's good, Kristen?" I think so too. But I just want them. I want them to give her more than just a typical mean girl shit because she's been doing that from day one, and it's like it's already annoying and just obnoxious. Um, yeah, I saw that shit in the morning. I was like, "Oh, that's great. That's a great way to sit there and start off my morning." Yay! You shoot something else, bro. Harry says that's why I stand by it 10 toes down, though. If Love and Sophia is wrong, I don't want to be right. Oh, I remember that, Kristen. I think I was kind of okay with that, though. But you know, I was young, so I didn't really care one way or the other. Do you see? All the stuff you've been sitting there saying tonight, I don't I don't think you should probably use sane in your vocabulary for um for a while. Eagle Fan says B&B is one of those shows every two, maybe three episodes a month. You have a flashback in the pan. Good episode. Ridge Triangle is about to get turned up a notch. I think he is ditching Brooke. Hmm. I don't know. I know it's other people have been in the chat that have been watching it longer than me. So maybe they'll know. When I watched it, I had the pleasure of watching a very hilarious lovemaking scene between Wyatt, Flo, and whatever object that they use. Kristen says I did like a flashback on SAGH of Triple L's explosion. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting. It didn't really do much for me because I wasn't watching it back then. But it's always really interesting to watch to sit there and go, no, Ron, that's gross. That's illegal. That's some pedo shit right there. Aaron is a minor. Oh, I don't blame you, Kristen. It's yeah. DC said the moment I saw Brooke at that one on B&B, I instantly exited out all Paramount Plus. I was like, my God, this crap again. Yeah, but even if you sat there and you waited, that's one of those things where it's like that's grooming though. Waiting, that's kind of grooming. Terry Skin says, Albert, you're gonna go through withdrawal if you ever had to stop eating. I think I just had to find something else that's not as messy. That's the key, cherry ice cream. I have to find something else that's easy to make that's not messy. Curry says Sophia is a much stronger character than Holly is, to be honest. Tate is lucky Sophia's into him. She's a young woman that would ride for him to the very end. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Well, technically, GC groom is illegal, so Curry says, I can't believe I was strongly defending Brooke. I heard I was really I really outdid my trolling. I've never to say that Brooke has a heart. Can't believe I said that. Well, compared to Nikki, though. Compared to Nikki. I mean, you compared that to Nikki. Nikki, to be fair, though, okay, I mean, that's cool too, DC. But I think that Ronnie Ron is talking about something a little bit different, though. Um, yeah, exactly, you thing. Sophia is very needy. She's desperate. The King says I like the flashback too, but I thought they also show when Lucky first appeared in Port Charles. When yes, they did. She's gonna feel dumb as hell, Jonathan. She's gonna feel dumb as hell, and she's gonna sit there and she should apologize to not just Brady, but to Tate. Nowhere. Curious. I mean, she says no, but I'm like when grooming takes on this new meaning, like everyone is giving it. I grew myself this morning. Okay, okay. So DC's trolling. Curry said there was a time I hated Brooke more than Nikki. I don't know what changed me because The Born and Beautiful is barely watchable. While I'm all in on The Young and the Restless. Yeah, The Young and the Restless has been that show. I definitely have been enjoying that show. Isn't Felicity a minor? Right? I mean, I don't see that happening. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if she can technically consent. I don't know how that works. So, what's good, Johan? Oh, and I finally saw that video you were talking about. I finally saw that video you were talking about, Johan, when he was sitting there saying that he's going to continue to do pranks and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, you gonna sit there and risk your freedom to sit there for some laughs and some jokes. I'm like, okay, bro. What do you think of it? I think if he's willing to sit there and risk his freedom over some jokes after being in jail for 2 years, that's pretty stupid. And I think his fans should want something better for him than just to be doing pranks that's going to get him locked back up. Now, Eagle Fang says Portia was ridiculous today with Brad. He was hugging his old friend. I can't stand Portia. She easily becomes one of the most annoying characters like Joss. She's almost worse than Joss, though. She's almost, I don't know. But yeah, she is. She's actually very annoying. She, exactly, Deluxe. Her ass should be going to jail because she's a bully, she's a liar, she's a hypocrite. It's almost like they're going out their way to sit there and make her unlikable. I guess so, Johan. But I mean, my point is like, why would you sit there and get out of jail to sit there and do some pranks for likes and views to go back to jail? Because it just takes one person to sit there and make a phone call when they're doing a prank or whatever. So I'm like, if he really wants to risk his freedom for some jokes, I'm like, okay. He was wrong for that. Coming back to Africa broke and had the nerve to, yeah, exactly. And then Johnson was like, "Oh, I felt guilty." I'm like, "What do you feel guilty for?" I just, that's my whole thing, Johan. It's like you gotta sit there and look beyond that. What's good, Nathaniel Gray? Let's everyone say what's up, Nathaniel. Well, that's the thing, Kristen. She sits there and she acts like her ish don't stink, and that shit is annoying. And that's the thing, Johan. The fans will sit there and want that. They'll ask for that. They'll beg for that. Like, well, okay, so you don't really care about him. You care about your enjoyment. You don't care about him. Kristen says she does that in a way. Her and Curtis are pretty perfect for each other. You know, it's really funny, Kristen. I think Jonathan was the one I was just saying that. Portia sits there and she kisses on Curtis. She hugs Curtis. But yeah, she gonna sit there and get out Brad. What's good, Tracy Steves? Very, very interesting, Kristen. Very interesting. Yeah, her scenes are really annoying. Okay. Eagle fan says, I wonder if Jay's report 180 and Dante confesses to blanking Jagger since Cody told or at oh Jesus or ask Dante what is more important, your family or your job. Maybe you think of that happening. I get first prize. Hmm, very true. Yeah, I just remember watching that video. I just remember watching. Yeah, I was watching the other stuff on My Lord and stuff. Yeah, and like I said, Johan, he's a Dollar Tree version of what you call it. He's a Dollar Tree version of Red. Harry says my cat is doing great, nursing her five kittens that gave birth yesterday. She got her appetite back. Eagle fan says Dante was cool too. He covered for Christina with Chase interviewing. Oh, okay, yeah, we gonna agree to disagree on that. We gonna agree to disagree on that. But yes, Johan, like I say, he's a Dollar Tree version of Red. Just okay, okay, Eagle Fang, DC agrees with you. And Kristen says congratulations to Kyrie's. I think I'm just happy that you know, Jack. I'm just happy that Jack finally had enough. But maybe it's like I don't even want to sit there and I don't even want to sit there and even go back into into that conversation. I was already going back and forth. Um, I think that what Chase did. Screw it. I'll sit there. I'm just gonna sit there and say it. Since DC, Curry says, "Sorry, my food has arrived." Now it's all good. We just appreciate you even just stopping in and saying what's up. Um, I think that what Chase did, since DC agrees, I'll sit there and make this conversation once and be done. But I think what Chase did was it may not have been illegal, but it was unprofessional. And more importantly, it could hurt the case. It could have hurt the case because anything that you sit there and gather from Christina without a lawyer, it's not admissible in court. So what Dante was really doing was actually saving Chase's career. You know damn well you shouldn't be talking to a suspect without a lawyer. Not really for them, but to sit there and cover your own ass. That's what John was doing when he was sitting there talking to a minor without the the presence of their parents or a lawyer. And it's like, do you really want to sit there and be that type of cop? I don't know. That's what Anna said. So I don't know. I mean, that's true. Yeah, she is stupid. That's something that we can all sit there and agree that Christina is stupid, right? Harry says, "Oh, did you catch Connie live? She was on an actual live stream the other day. I didn't watch." No, I didn't. What was she on somebody else's channel, like an interview, or was she? Did she have her own channel? Exactly. Exactly, DK. And that comments for you, Nathaniel. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, that whole saga. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, I agree with that evil thing. That I agree with. No, 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 no. I don't think there's enough money in the world, Kyrie. No offense to the actress or anything, but Nathaniel says it's okay. I'm already in jail. Oh, Alan Locker. But I have to watch them all. Our wives. Yep, Fatty or fake Abigail. What? Harry says, "You're right, there's not enough money in the world. You wouldn't care if there was. You would." Yeah, no. Nah, broski, I can't do it. I can't do it to myself, Kyries. Me doing that. Bad juju right there. Can't be doing that to myself. But I was gonna sit there and say, I'm glad you're doing good, Amber. Sit there and DC said I was gonna make another caffeine joke, but it will come off really mean. Well, then you should definitely make it, DC, because now I want to know, and the chat wants to know. You can't sit there and start off like that and say, "Oh, well, I'm not gonna say what it is." No, 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 no. DC, I don't know what you mean. I want to know. I want to be on a joke. I like to laugh. I mean, apparently, I don't have a heart, but I do have a sense of humor. Um, Yeah, I want to know a caffeine joke too. DC says, while Alan Lucas goes, see others soap experts spill coffee instead. It's an inside joke. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'm not impressed anymore. Got my hopes up for nothing. God damn it, DC. I don't know, Nathaniel. Apparently, it's an inside joke between you and DC. What's good, Wayne? What do you want to know? What do you want to see from Dante's character? He's very complex and has connections to all the main families in PC. If Marie retires, do you see him as I? I think it'd be interesting if he took over the family business. No, actually, I don't. Eagle fan says Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan the movie is. Did it come out yet? Eagle fan, when's it coming out? Oh, haha, okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I don't think that would have been mean, but I got it. Now I got it. I was about to sit there and say I was like, text it to me, but now I got it down. I don't think it would have been mean. Johnson says, could Dante really go from being a cop to a mobster? Remember they did um that what if kind of episode and they had Sam there? I think that's the first time they did their Kim test or whatever. Eagle Fang says they will be talking about it next week at some convention, Albert, but the casting already was announced. The guy that played in the Mighty Ducks, Charlie, is going to be in the movie. Ah, okay. I hope it's good. I'll definitely watch it. I would definitely watch it. Ralph Macchio, and I want to know. I don't. I don't get how the whole joke is actually mean, but like Amber says, "What do you?" Okay, yeah, definitely do that. Definitely do that, DC. I don't think it's mean. I don't think it's mean. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely watch it when it comes out. The King does it. What about it, D King? Is that the blind sidekick, D King? Maybe I'm making it mean by maybe it being secretive, possibly. I don't get it. I don't think it's mean. Do you see? I've been mean before. You're not mean. I know you can be mean, but you're not mean though. I've been mean before. I've been a dick before. So no. DC says, okay, I'll say it because James is always saying to buy him coffee. So that's why I said Alan spills the tea and James spills the coffee. So it's lighthearted joke reference. That's not. You said they're saying that that was actually mean. DC, you're probably like one of the nicest people that I know. For you to actually sit there and say that that was mean, it's like, wow. I mean, he likes coffee. He asks people to buy him coffee. That's his thing. It's not mean. Damn, you really had me all hyped up. D King says Brendan played Archangel, Michael, and Xena. I used to love that show. Oh yeah, yeah. Lucy Lawless is always be that woman. And to be fair, Xena was a better show than Hercules. So there's that, D King. What would he do for a Klondike bar? DC says, but James do be biting people's heads off in the chat low key. That's why I called him the Alcazar of the soaps. I still didn't think that was mean. Nathaniel says, plus my Instagram is just a bunch of pics and videos. Some places I go, nothing interesting. Kristen says, I realize why I don't want Sam to be the transplant donor for Lulu until you said so last night. I thought it was confirmed that Sam was going to die. She could save Lulu without dying. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the thing is, Kristen, everyone is speculating that um, Sam is going to die. We don't really know that for sure. We're just all speculating, and it's all rumors until General Hospital makes you know, until everything is actually confirmed. We don't even know if she's actually even. We know she's leaving. We don't know if she's being. We don't know if Sam's character is being killed off. D. King says Louis Lewis was in a movie I just watched. Think it was one of the minions. She was one of the voices. Exactly, Jonathan. Nothing has actually. I mean, people are just rumored to sit there and say she's going to be killed, but no one knows. DC says, "Do you miss Chase Nathaniel?" Perry says, "I was surprised on Wednesday that showed up. I thought she couldn't stand me. I respect she was the bigger person. My first instinct was to keep petty energy, but I came around to. I saw a look in your face, Carrie. So I'm not gonna lie. Part of me was kind of laughing. I mean, I was definitely proud of you for being a bigger person and not, whatever. But no, 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 Nathaniel. He is definitely not talking about Queen Jess. Um, but the look on your face, Kyrie, you were just like, okay, nah, it's all love. He just don't let you get away with talking smack. DC says everyone knows if you piss off Jess, you get blocked in the chat. That's not okay. First of all, DC, I don't know what DC snit they're talking about. If they get blocked, it's for something that they did, not have anything to do with Jess. I don't know what that's about, DC. I'm starting to tell lies and fallacies up in the air. Well, I mean, they are upset, Kristen, because of the rumors, but it's more just like they're just pissed off that she's being let go of the show after 21 years. Well, that's the truth, DC. These are all transgressions that they've done that has nothing to do with just bothering Jess. Yeah, okay, DC. I have no idea what you're talking about. I think DC's either remembering shit wrong, exaggerating. No, just transgressions in general that would sit there and get anyone blocked. Exactly, Nathaniel. So, like, I don't know what DC Smith you're talking about. Carrie says, my first instinct was like, what the F? I thought she had me blocked, so that's why I was real shocked and confused. But I'm not the bigger person. She is a bigger person, so I respect her now. I know it was just the expression on your face that I just thought was just funny. Get the fuck out of here. See now see misunderstanding. The fuck are you talking about? You know damn well that person was more of a problem person way before Jess. So, and like I said, transgressions. DC. You know. So what happens? You just there streaming and people start. You see him. I ain't admit shit. What are you talking about? I mean a goddamn thing. That's because he hit on Jazz. See, clowns here, you're okay. If you try to move in on Aubrey's wife, that's a wrap. That's not true. That's not true. Um, I think now you're not there following DC's example. Well, I wouldn't block you in general with that because you cool as shit. So here says, well, that person changed. He's good. He's much more chill. I'm glad to know that. That's not the reason why I blocked him, though. Wink Wink says Transgressions would be a great name for a new. Oh, Transgressions. Or at least a TV show. It wouldn't even have to be soaps, it would just be a TV show. But like I said, like I said, you just talk smack and she don't let you get away with it. You know, yeah, okay, decent. I DC, I think that you've actually forgotten how hard it is to do live streams. Um, Kelly says Abba gets around. He likes pancakes as well. Yes, because I had a dream of Cat Lady making me pancakes. That was it. That was it. It's as PC as it gets. It's weird though, because it's like I even smelled the pancakes, and I remember that it was Ancient Mama pancakes. DC says not Albert dreaming of his members. I believe there's more to that dream. There is not more to that dream other than pancakes, like, pancakes. Johnson says, about yes. I'm surprised they made the season two. That's what I'm surprised by. Look, DC Ancient Mama is actually good pancake mix and really good syrup. And I want some damn pancakes now. Oh, I am honest. It was about pancakes, and Curry says I never heard of a dream about my members. Never had a dream about my members thus far. Well, the dream was about pancakes. I don't know. It's pretty good. Yeah, I bet you do. See, cat ladies that they're trying to make me all fluster. Waffles are better than pancakes. I don't know. The way that cat lady was they're making her pancakes, it did smell pretty good. So, and Wink says, I'm a waffle person. I haven't had waffles in a hot minute. What are you talking about, Kelly? I drink very strong drinks. I can hold my own, cat lady. Okay, now DC's not there being saucy. Okay, let me stop. Johnson says they changed the name of Ancient Mama to Pearl. Oh God, that sounds terrible. Exactly, it's exactly like it's sweet, but it's still good though. Johnson said I just had waffles yesterday. I really want some pancakes right now. Now Nathaniel says French toast is better, but not comparable to pancakes and waffles. It's a whole other category. See, Jason, this is what happens when I, mention about pancakes and just, happens that cat lady was in a dream about pancakes. See what you did, cat lady? See what you did? What you did? The thing says lemon pancakes are the best. Hmm. Yeah, I know. I am so not a fan of that, Jonathan. DC says I'm doing an investigation at Opera Streams. I'm giving Chance Chancellor at the moment. I mean, there's nothing to tell. It's just she made pancakes. And they smell really good. I was like, wow, okay, that's cool. Cat lady knows how to cook. That's awesome. So that was more of a testament to whatever cooking skills that cat lady has. Eagle fan said, yes. I remember the first one, Eagle fan. Was actually a pretty good movie. He did. No comment, DC. No comment. That's my answer to that, Mr. Smarty Pants. Yes, Eagle Fang, and it actually has Sarah Michelle Gellar in it, or at least the first episode. Like I said, I remember the movie. The movie was actually pretty good. Absolutely, DC, because I have nothing to hide. I'm a good man, as you always sit there and put it. So I have nothing to hide. See, look what you doing to Black Mind. I'm getting hungry on Sutton and talking to Sub. Oh my god, I love Black Mike. Black Mike, you're awesome. Queen Becky D. See, cat lady, look what you did. Look what you did, cat lady. Mm-mm. Wankman says, AB, isn't Christina DC? He's not talking without a lawyer. I rock with Wink Wink. Absolutely. Absolutely, DC. I have nothing to hide. I mean, we just talking about pancakes. Johnson says we might as well talk about IHOP now. I miss IHOP. I really miss IHOP. Absolutely, I have nothing to hide, DC, because I'm a good man. So yeah, absolutely not. Have a good night, Kristen. Whoa, 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 whoa! The blasphemy! What? DC, name a better pancake place than name a better pancake. Thank thank you, Jonathan. Jesus Christ. This is what I rock. This is what I rock with Kyrie's. I mean, this is what I rock with Jonathan. This is what I rock with you, Jonathan. Okay, name a better place than what you call it. Now Johnson says, "Do you like Denny's?" I've never went to Denny's before. See, Black man knows the truth. Cat lady, if you're still in the chat, I sent you a text. I haven't been to IHOP in years, though. I don't know why we're supposed to talk about food right now, but Nathaniel says any place that serves pancakes that isn't IHOP. What the fuck? Wink says I was I was often when IHOP tried to turn their name into IHOP. Whoa. Oh my goodness, DC. That was annoying. Becky says my kitchen is better than IHOP. Okay. Damn. No love for IHOP. It's so annoying though. Oh, don't get it twisted. Sometimes, like, making your own food is a lot better. Yeah, I was more of a Pizza Hut person now. Curry says, I wonder if Brooke ever gonna be my public enemy number one ever again. I can't hate her as much. And I used to. Maybe it's because B&B just don't bring out those emotions in me anymore. Hmm, that's so weird. It's not letting me send it. Well, I sent it on Facebook, Cat Lady. So if you ever get a chance to see it, take a look. It's kind of annoying when it let me send it through text, but I sent it on Facebook. I just, the thing is, Kyrie, is I can just see you disliking Nikki more than Brooke. Because Nikki comes in with an attitude when she's bougie and everything. Okay, Larry says you missed my comment. I said that sounds about right. Oh, yeah. Um, yes. Yep. Nathaniel says, yeah, like Albert making his own noodles every day. This is easier and it's less messy. Yes, cat lady. It was no ears, no cat ears. Becky says B&B just been so silly that it's difficult to take seriously. I always sit there and say it's my favorite soap opera comedy, Becky D. And I stand by that 10 toes down. Perry says, and that's just because I'm dead inside without my Emma Barber. I've been with her way too long. She was an angel. I love how you are talking about Emma Barber, and I don't know if you was watching it back then. Nathaniel says, you know what's better than pancakes and waffles? French toast. I mean, Callie, do you know how to make French toast? I'm just asking, just a friendly question. No innuendos about that, just a friendly question. DT says Albert puts hot sauce in his noodles. He just doesn't let us see it. I keep forgetting to get hot sauce. I used to actually put hot sauce in my noodles. And Wink says, I just don't like the way Nikki treats Adam. Mean step parents are my number one per. It's good to know, Callie. Yes, that's very good to know. You know, just asking. Nathan says, "Oh, I'm fancy as fuck, DC." I mean, Blackman, do you think there's no future for Liam and Hope? Nathan says, "Pink up when I drink." Oh, pinky up when I drink my drinks. Terry says, "I like blitzen." I don't know what that is. No, it's straight up one sentence. Nathan says, This is not what I'm. That is not what I said, Albert. Read that shit. Pinky up when I drink my drinks. That's when I drink my drinks. That's That's what you said, though. Curry says, I was watching, confessing my sins. I fast forward 99% of the scenes except for the last scene. Not Al- Not Alberta. Yeah, that's what he said. I didn't realize that my name actually had an extra A in it. Yeah, apparently I'm getting two different personalities now. Who knew? Who knew, DC? Harry says I love that passion she brought when she stood out to that evil. Okay, okay. All right, guys. I don't know where all this investment actually came in from, but DC says Abby is cool though because he watched This Is Us actually has feelings. Yo, This Is Us is actually a really amazing show. You should watch it. I'm not trying. I'm not trying. Black Mod. I didn't know that my name actually had an extra A in it, and apparently I have two different personalities. Nathaniel said, "Okay, that's it. I'll invite DC, Carries, and me to the chat. DC, you want to come through? I'm gonna send y'all the info. Yeah, it's a very emotional show. DC and Carries, let me know if you actually want to come through. Yeah, that's fine, DC. Carries, you want to come through? Well, I'll send you the invite if you want to come through, Carries. Okay. All right. Well, I sent you one. I sent you one, Nathaniel. So when you want to come through, exactly. As Beckety says, be brave. Let's sit there and see, whatever sort of fetish you got going on. DC says, I'm going to have to pass for tonight, guys, but maybe we'll still hear from Nathaniel. I thought you was just going to come on with the faceless one. You can come on audio wise if you want to do that, DC. No, DC, don't go. I don't. No, DC, don't go. I don't go. Link says, AB. Have a good night, Kyrie's. All right, DC, I sent you the I did already, DC. Nathaniel says, but Albert, you always read my text wrong at the wrong time. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm trying, Nathaniel. I'm trying. Yes, DC. That's a really good idea. I think you sit there and hold off on a little bit. I just looked at the picture and it made me want to go there too, but I'm going to hold off as well. So you can come through. Oh, there we go. How you doing tonight?
Hold on. What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm good, but I'm sick of you reading my shit wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
said, what is better than pancakes, waffles, and French toast? I love you just left the and out. It was like, motherfucker said French toast. That's not what I said. You be getting everybody else's joke and getting everybody else's shit. But me, you just be like, I just use too many words. You used to be like, man, fuck this dude at 15 words. I'm just going to throw the rest out.
I couldn't pronounce the thing you
You
said.
can't pronounce and?
Not,
Motherfucker. Crepes. Crepes are superior. And it was lemon ricotta pancakes. They're the best. Now, DC, get your ass in here with your honey mask on. There we go.
Hey guys, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
yes.
we can hear you. But we want to see your face dripped in honey.
That's an exclusive. that's for the Patreon special when I get one.
Albert, your goatee is getting very long.
I know. I got to cut it at some
Just
point.
start braiding that shit. Just start braiding it, bro. Like Dub C. Do it.
I was
I
interrupted
co-sign this.
from
Shave
some
your head
potential
bald.
research for what's going on,
Shave your
guys.
head bald and just braid your goatee.
I think that would be a
And wear
weird look.
lokes and like for Halloween. And just be like the skinny version of Dub C in New York for Halloween. Do it. Do it. I co-sign this. Do it. Me and DC will buy you a real meal. Won't we, DC?
Is that true,
Yes.
DC?
Yes.
Yes.
I speak for DC. Yes. See, I know him. He's got my back. Anything to stop you from eating them fucking cup noodles. I will send you a steak, sir.
Nathaniel, what are you up to these days, though? Since your departure from General Hospitality.
All right. This close to booking this video game. Fingers crossed. I didn't jinx myself. Did the callback for Japan. It's mocap, so it'd be me in the game. That'd be cool. I've almost finished writing my werewolf show to completion. That's my masterwork. And the outline of another show I created for the network I work for. And I'm getting ready to shoot a Western. Other than that, just been relaxing, taking care of my girlfriend. She got sick. And that's it.
I'm sorry to hear about that. She's all right?
Yeah, she's fine. Well, she was just had a couple fainting spells. We were trying to figure out what's going on with her. She's like insulin resistant. So, yeah. Should be okay.
You
What's
missed
your
GH at all?
recovery?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What was
No,
that?
no, that question was more important.
I was going to ask, do you miss GH at all?
Oh, man. I mean, I missed driving 15 minutes to work, but it was fun. I mean, I'm good being in jail. If they bring me back like Sonny's in jail, if they bring me back to do a scene with him, I'm all over it. You know? But I mean, I'll always miss that. That was my favorite job. I loved going to work there. But
Sounds like you moved on.
well, you have to. Storyline's over. You know what I'm saying? Just here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, I act for fun. It's a hobby to me. It's not. Okay, I love James Spader. I like The Blacklist, but I would not want to be James Spader and play Raymond Reddington for a decade. I wouldn't want to do that. I want to play many things because then it's fun. Like I can be on set and never be bored. But if I'm playing the same character forever, I don't know how Sonny does it. I don't know how Mo does it. He's played Sonny Corinthos for 30 years. I don't know how he does it. I'd try to get fired at that point.
Wow.
Like I know, like for real. I don't think I have the endurance to play the same character. But then again, to be honest, with the way GH writes things, it's never the same character. They just change how you are.
That's
Whenever they
true.
feel like it. So it's technically a new person. Same name, same wardrobe.
Because eventually you get to make the character who you are in a sense over time.
Right, but then sometimes they fight with you. They're like, "Oh yeah, no, we'll go with that." Then they steer you back in another direction. Like I said, the day that I sexually tried to assault a person in a bar was a complete 180 from how I was written before. And well, that's who I am now. And I will. That's just what happened. Because let's not forget, Sonny had an underage girl on cocaine or heroin, pimping her
Mhm.
out. Okay, back in the day. Is not the same Sonny Corinthos anymore. So
Right. And they
right,
changed your
so
character in the end, a little bit towards the end too.
mhm,
Like they made him a
yeah.
good guy.
Well, I wouldn't say I was a good guy, but they definitely made me gray, and they didn't kill me. So I take the compliment. I love all of them, and I will always speak highly of them. GH is the best soap opera of all time, and all that other good stuff.
So you played a morally gray character then.
Yes, I was just doing my job.
Gotcha.
I don't want to kidnap people, but I mean that's what I get paid to do. So that's cool. But
What's a role
yeah,
you want
no,
to
no,
play
I
now?
got some other stuff coming up that we're working on, and if I booked a game, it'll be cool. I get to play a good guy in that, kind of. That'll be a first.
So what's a role then you want to play now? Like you're interested in playing now?
I don't have any role I'm interested in playing right now. I have roles that when I'm old, I would like to play, you know, but like nothing right now that I can think of. Like I'll do anything. I mean, I like to work. I like to be on set. It's fun, but I can't like put my finger on like a role that I would like to play. But I can think of like when I'm in my 60s. Fuck yeah, I know what I want to play. That'd be cool. I want to play Fagin in Oliver.
Oh, Oliver Twist.
Yeah, I want to play Fagin when I'm old. Non-musical version because I can't sing, but I want to play that role. That'd be
Can you
cool.
talk in a British accent?
I have an almost perfect Cockney accent, to be honest.
Okay.
98% accurate.
Okay.
But if I do my accent, it's like East End. Well, upper Cockney, like the way he was doing it sounds a lot like Dick Van Dyke. Nobody actually talks like that in England.
Actually pretty good.
That was pretty natural. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
natural.
All right.
Color,
But I
colors.
want to do like Eastern and Southern London. Like up and north, if you're doing like Yorkshire, things like this, problem is I jump off into Aussie. The funniest thing is my friend from England, he explains it like this. Us over here, you hear a lot of people do British and all, hello mate, how are you? They talk like that, some fucking Mary Poppins shit. But to British people's ears, the way he described it, he would be like, I want you guys as Americans imagine that somebody spoke with a New York accent, jumped to Texas, then to California surfer, then back to New York in one phrase. That's what we sound like doing British because we're all over the continent. Like we say certain shit like we're from Wales and certain shit like we're from London and certain shit like you're from Nottingham. And they're just like, bro, nobody fucking talks like that and it kills our ears. It's literally like a drill in our face watching you guys do British. And I was like, I didn't know that. So I've been practicing with him to be able to do a British accent perfectly because that's a goal of mine to be the only American that books a British show and they don't know I'm from America.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I want to like show up to set, do the whole fucking thing, and they really believe I'm from there, and they just turn it off. That would be fucking cool. But no, still working on it. It's not perfect, but it's almost there. Been working on it for about a year.
You got a question from the chat?
I can't see the chat, but if somebody has a question, they can ask.
Cat lady said,
Oh, our friendly neighborhood bondage lady. Hello.
Yes, Albert's dreaming about her. I believe there's more to the dream, though. Go ahead.
Who was dreaming about it?
anyway,
Oh, that's right. Albert, is that the dream where she was wearing the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman suit and was pouring maple syrup all over Jess?
yeah, sure. Yeah, that
Oh, okay. I
sounds
remember
about
that
right.
dream. I remember that dream. I told you to draw it. Go ahead. What's up, Cat?
Cat lady says, when Nathaniel makes that movie or a show about werewolves, he can cast Kelly as Sam.
As who?
You can. Well, they're saying you cast Kelly, aka Sam, Kelly Monaco.
Oh, I'll give anybody a job from GH that wants a job.
Even Lindsay Hartley, she's a good
I give
actress.
anybody. Well, I give anybody a job that was from GH that I worked with. We'll put it like that.
Roger
That
Howard
I'm
too.
cool with. Huh?
Roger Howard too.
Roger? Oh
Roger
yeah,
Howard.
I'll give Roger a job. Sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
What
Roger's a great
about
actor.
what's his name? Nicholas. What's his name? That guy's name, Nicholas
Chavez.
Chavez.
Yeah, I give Nick Chavez a job. Yeah, yeah.
That's
That's nice.
nice.
See what you did there. Yeah, no. I give Nick a job. I give Nick a job. Yeah. I give Taviana a job first though. I give
Yeah.
Evan a
You
job
did.
first. Like it goes in a hierarchy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the homies, and then people by you know who I would hire in a heartbeat anytime? Wally. Fucking love that guy. He's great. He's like the nicest guy. I mean, not like Evan nice. Nobody's as nice as Evan. But Wally just makes you like, I don't even drink beer. I would drink beer if this man said, have a beer with me. I just would. Wally's a sweetheart.
Then that really translates. And then who he is on screen, that really is like how that is off screen.
No, he really is that guy. Like, he's really cool. You know, he reminds me of like a retired guy that like used to play football in high school. You know, like he's just that dude. You'll understand if you ever meet him. He's just a really naturally guy. He's great. Good singer too. He's fun.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I definitely take your opinion on that.
Yeah. No, everybody. I cast all of them. I don't give a shit. I love everybody. I'm
Do you
nice.
think it's do you think it's easier for like do you think that most actors actually play a role really well when that's just naturally who they are?
No. I think it's naturally your ability to say fuck it. Some people don't have that ability. Acting, I don't care. Acting, you talk for a living. It's all you fucking do. So if you look at Jim Carrey or Robin Williams, like comedians, they don't care if they look stupid, right? And because they don't care if they look stupid, they can play anything. You know what I mean? It's those who are trying to look cool that limit themselves. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're, a lot of people don't understand range in acting, like what real range is. Like you look at Gary Oldman or Philip Seymour Hoffman, rest in peace, like Robin Williams, like their range of things that they could do believably is because they don't care. They're a blank slate to play anything. Now, some people don't have the range for voices, or they have the range to play it, but they don't look right. Example, Daniel Day-Lewis is very period. His face is very period, and
What
therefore
does
he
that
can
mean, by
play
the
it.
way? Very period.
What's that?
What does that mean, by the way? Very period.
Some people just look like 1930s,
Okay,
1800s.
okay.
You know what I mean? They're very period. You could put them in any. That's why Keira Knightley does so many period pieces. She's a very period face. No, for real. She has like that classic British painted lady face. She
Right.
does, and
I
that's
can.
why she does so many of those roles. Um, it works. You know, like for example, Sherlock Holmes is such a famous role, right? That's why Benedict Cumberbatch playing it worked because Sherlock had a very specific face, even the drawing, right? So you can't just put anybody in that role. Like, I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is a phenomenal actor, did a great job, but he didn't do better than Benedict Cumberbatch because he doesn't look like Sherlock fucking Holmes.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's what I mean by a period face. Benedict Cumberbatch has a period face. So just because you can play it, Robert Downey Jr. can play anything he wants. He's a phenomenal actor, but I'm never going to believe that he's from 1930. He doesn't fucking look like 1930. He just doesn't. He never has. You know what I'm saying? The closest it ever was is when he did Chaplin, and the majority of that movie, he's in makeup as Charlie fucking Chaplin. See what I'm saying? De Niro doesn't have a real period face. Al Pacino kind of does. you know. But Anthony Hopkins is an extremely period face. You could put him in anything. You know, and that's what I mean. So depending on your look, people will accept you as something. You get what I mean? They'll accept you as that, despite your range. And then some actors don't have any fucking range. They're literally limited to playing one thing. Okay. I don't want to trash talk any actors, but I swear to God, there's extremely famous actors that you guys all know that you know can only play one thing.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's put it to the chat. Name an actor that can only play one thing that's very famous. Come on, Albert, give me one. DC, give me one.
Denzel Washington.
How fucking dare you? Don't you ever talk about Mr. Washington in such a disrespectful manner. I love that guy. That is Paul Newman's replacement. Denzel is a beast. No, Keanu Reeves. He can only play one fucking thing. That's it. Keanu cannot act.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's another one. Adam Sandler. The closest Adam Sandler ever had to a real acting job is Uncut Gems. If you watch that, watch Uncut Gems.
Becky says Sylvester Stallone.
Stallone has more range than people give him credit for. If you do not believe that, watch the movie Copland, and then watch Get Carter. And there's certain scenes that Stallone did in these movies where you could see he does have a bigger range, but the problem is that the way he talks and how he looks, you're never going to buy it. You know what I mean? That's really the thing. People won't. Come on, I mean, no matter what, the way Stallone speaks, can you imagine him in a romantic comedy ever? No matter what he looked like at any time in his career. No, he's an action guy. It's what he does. It's what we accept him as. You know, Keanu is great in action. God don't put the man in a drama though. You know what I mean? Where he had to actually act. You know, he can't.
What about Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise is a phenomenal actor. Phenomenal actor.
What about Martin Lawrence?
Anyone who thinks Tom Cruise is not a phenomenal actor has not watched enough Tom Cruise movies. Watch The Firm. Watch The Color of Money. Watch Magnolia. Watch Vanilla Sky. Watch Collateral. Then look and compare those roles to Reacher, Top Gun, Cocktail, Far and Away. When has he ever done a bad job? Ever. That's the last movie star. Can't talk shit on Tom Cruise.
That lady says The Rock.
The Rock is definitely a one-trick pony. If he just comedies, just stick him in comedies. Mark Wahlberg has a little bit of a range. You know what I mean? He can do like 3 or 4 different roles that we buy him as.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel does one thing. He does the Fast and the Furious.
Them and their 18 movies that they got coming out.
Yeah, playing the same role for eternity, man. But no, I mean, look, God bless them all. Like, have that career, you know. I'm happy for anybody that's working. That's good. But, yeah, I don't know. I think the way people judge acting and how I judge acting is different, you know. Because I'm very different than my character on GH, but I can play a bad guy very easily. I have a lot of practice at it. But I can play more than that. But I have beady eyes and pointy features. So I'm going to play what I fucking play. And now that they keep hiring me with a bald head, well, I'm definitely only going to play certain fucking things. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, because of my ethnicity, you know, because I could be Italian all day. It doesn't matter. To TV, I'm white. So if I'm white with a shaved head, I'm either playing a skinhead, a fucked up lawyer, a bad husband or boyfriend, a drug dealer. I mean, that's really a cop. You know what I mean? I really don't have much else I can play. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you're not growing your hair back out then?
I keep booking jobs bald. My girlfriend wants me to stay fucking bald. I like my hair. All right, but it's easier this way. You know, just shave.
You miss it? Sounds like you miss it.
I do. But I was very prissy about my hair. I was very, very prissy about my hair. But anyway, But like going back to acting, like Mara West is a phenomenal actress. Has a huge fucking range. Huge range. I know this because of how quickly she can change each way she says a line. It's never the same way. It's a concept, and then you never know what she's gonna do. We will rehearse it, and then when the camera's rolling, the little red lights blinking, she makes it up on the spot. I do the same thing. Mo does the same thing. Roger does the same thing. Certain people that have like a range, but like Mara's range, I know is way bigger than any of you have ever seen. But we haven't got to see it because she's been doing what she's been doing for so long. But Mara's a scary good actress. She just hasn't had the opportunity to really show the whole world that because she's been on daytime. Um, some actors are giving credit that they're better than they really are. And some actors are not giving the credit for as good as they are, like Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway is a phenomenal actress. But like they wanted her to be like baby Sandra Bullock. But the thing is that Anne Hathaway is a fucking monster actress who could do a vast majority of roles. Like you see how many types of roles they keep giving Timothy Chalamet? Anne Hathaway can do the same range. They just never gave her the chance. You know, Matthew McConaughey had to fight to be able to do what he does now so you could see the range because they just wanted him doing rom-coms forever. Thank God he broke that mold so everybody could see what he could do. You know, but then you got actors like Joaquin Phoenix because he wasn't pretty. He didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? So he got to play crazy characters, straight characters, bad guys, good guys, a whole bunch of stuff for a long period of time. And if you look at his career from when he was 13 up till now, I mean, Joaquin Phoenix's range is phenomenal. Absolutely stupid good.
I agree with you because I think with Mara West, I remember when she was on As World Turns, it was a completely different character than who she is
Mm-hmm.
now in GH. So
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that range. I do think GH is her best role because I do think this role gave her more range than when she was Carly. Now there are some people on GH now, their prior role was better. I gave them more range than what it is on GH.
Here's the thing: as an actor, like I said, you can only do so much because of the text. Okay,
That's true.
and you have to understand that I can deliver a line and I can play it with a certain intent, but the way it's lit, the choice of music, the way you feel about the person that I'm talking to will influence how you feel I said it. That's how I, if you really break down how I played Mason, did I ever play him creepy? Think
No.
about it. But I became the creepy cousin. How? Because in the world of GH, kidnapping kids, the people that do that, you see what I'm saying? And those type of, they're painted a certain way. So no matter how I play it, it's still going to be perceived a certain way. So as much as you put on the screen, 30% of it is the interpretation of the audience, how they feel the line was said, what they think was going on. I mean, how many people said I had chemistry with Mara? Mara's got chemistry with a fucking moon, like a broom. But like me and her don't even have scenes like that. And then everybody to think I was gonna rape her in the car. I'm like, where the fuck did they get that idea? There's nothing in the dialogue that was instilling that, but that's how people saw the scene. Why? Because of the bar scene. You see what I mean? So you can have all the range you want, but 30% of whatever you do is how the audience interprets it, and then they view you that way. So they view you through that lens. So those who have truly great range can break that lens regardless of what they do. I'm not that good. Okay. But there are actors that can be like, nah, fuck that. I don't care how they view me. I can change that right now. And that's people like Joaquin. That's people like Tom Cruise. That's people like Denzel that can literally just take something like, okay, did you see Denzel's, like you saw Fences with Denzel?
No.
Okay. If you watch that movie, but you look up, oh, why is his name escaping me? If you build it, they will come. He was in The Sandlot, the guy who did the voice of Darth Vader. He played that role on Broadway. And
James Earl Jones.
there you go, James Earl Jones. And if you watch how James Earl Jones delivered the monologue to his son, like when his son said, "Why don't you like me?" and watch the gravity behind how he did it. And when you hear it, you're like, yeah, that's the way it was supposed to be done. Then watch how Denzel did it. He had no fucking idea that it could have been done like that. Same fucking lines. But Denzel could just, nah, I'm just going to make it look different because he's fucking Denzel.
That's how I feel about like the recast Sam that we've been seeing on GH. It's the same lines that would have been given to the other GH actress, Kay Monaco, but Lindsay Hartley is killing it. That's all I'm gonna say. She's killing it.
Yeah, some people do that where they could just, they interpret it a certain way and they look a certain way and they say it a certain, and all of a sudden it just feels different. You know what I mean? And you ride with it. And that's where I think it's really, okay, I love fans. I appreciate everybody that watches what we've done and everything else. But if you're not a chef, right? Are you really in a position to critique a cook? You know?
But we are
Lots of
tasting the food.
people, well, I'm just saying, but I'm saying lots of people will shit on an actor's performance when they can't act. But they're not shitting on it from the performance point of view that I don't believe you, which is that's a solid position as the audience to be, right? But if they're like, no, 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 this is my personal favorite and fuck everything you do because this is Carly or this is, you know what I mean? That's not fair. That's not fair because that's a personal preference and you're diminishing anything this person could do because you're not open to it, you know? And when I see in the forums people just bash some of the actors on GH when I know how limited the amount of time we have on the scripts and everything else, I'm like, man, I'd love to see you try. You know what I'm saying? Because you talk a lot, not talk about UDC, but I was like, that just reminded me of that, where it was like, some people are just like, no, fuck this person, da 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 da. And I'm like, you're talking like you could just bust out a fucking 3-page monologue in 10 minutes. Like you're Lawrence fucking Olivier or something. You know what I mean? And that shit's hard, specifically when they did the rewrite 15 minutes before you walked on camera.
Because I will say this. I will say that Kelly Monaco was great as Livy on Port Charles. She killed that. But it's something, and Lindsay Hartley, I wasn't so crazy for her when she played Reese on Passion. But it's something when she's in the role of Sam, it just hits differently. Now,
No, no, right. But here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. You may not have
yeah.
liked her in that other role, but would you say she was a bad actress?
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely
See,
not.
that's the part I'm talking about. You don't shit on anybody.
Right.
You just don't like her in that role. Fully
Yeah.
understand that. You know, but I was talking on the people that the moment a person steps in and they don't like them, they allow themselves to dislike them to the point that they insult their skill. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yeah.
for example, I host a YouTube channel? No. Do I have any idea how to upload videos? And no. So for me to get my opinion on anything, it's just my personal preference. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because I ain't done it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know I don't know how to do it. But then again, I mean, there's actors in town that drive me crazy because they're like, I'm an actor, but they've never booked a job in their life that their friend didn't give them. Or I'm a director, but you've never been hired to direct, but you're a director. I don't know. It's weird.
So then, isn't it sometimes that it's never like the actor, or the actress, but sometimes it's like the role they're in, the writing they're in, because that.
It's definitely the role. I mean, think about it. Why do we even know who Stallone is?
Because Rocky.
Right. And why? You know
Oh,
why? Because he believed it. Do you know why he believed it? Because he wrote it. And why did he write it? Because he was hired as a leg breaker forever. He was always hired as that heavy. So what did he do? He's so smart. Stallone is a genius. He wrote a role where he starts out
as the guy he's always hired to be. And all he wants is one shot to prove he's more than that. And that's what the story was about. He made that movie to show everyone I can star in movies. Well, I guess he wasn't fucking wrong, huh? See what I mean? He
Right.
never said I'm the greatest actor, but I know I can do more than do 2 lines. I just want one shot. He still loses at the end of Rocky. Apollo Creed won, but not to us, not the audience, because he believed it. He believed it so much. We believe it. And that's why we have Stallone. So the role is pivotal. Pivotal. Like, for example, I always say Denzel replaced Paul Newman. And if anybody in the audience in the chat knows who I'm talking about when I speak on Paul Newman, if you look back at every role Paul Newman ever played and remove race, Denzel could play every fucking role he did. And it's a Denzel movie. It just is.
I'm
Okay?
watching a Paul Newman movie tonight, then.
What's that?
I'm watching a Paul Newman movie tonight, then.
Go for it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Speaking on Tom Cruise, watch The Color of Money. It's Paul Newman as an old man and Tom Cruise. Martin Scorsese directed it. Great fucking movie. But if you watch the original, the movie that's the sequel to, which is The Hustler, it's a black and white film. Paul Newman was great. But you can see Denzel doing it. It's a Denzel movie. And every role Denzel ever played, if you took the race out of it, Paul Newman could have played. Because they have the same, they bring the same charisma on camera. Timothy Chalamet can replace Al Pacino. Not gangster Al Pacino, not what you're thinking when you think Scarface, right? But Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon, Injustice for All, and Michael Corleone in the first Godfather movie. That kid can do it. If they give him the roles, okay, he's got the same marionette features. You know what I'm saying? He's a theater actor. He has the same vibe. If you gave him the Serpico role, like something like that, Timothy Chalamet will shoot to superstardom beyond what they're trying to do. You get what I mean? Because he can fill a void that we've been waiting to be filled. Denzel filled the Paul Newman void. Jack Nicholson filled the Jimmy Cagney void. Tom Hanks filled the Jimmy Stewart void. Chris Walken replaced Peter Lorre. It keeps happening. Margot Robbie has now officially replaced Marilyn Monroe. But if they don't give her the right roles, it'll pit her out. See what I mean? It'll pit her out. So it's definitely a role, but you have to have the same. You got to bring the right energy behind that role, and the audience will connect to it. And if they do, well, you're never going to leave. You know what I mean? Like, ever. That's why we still have Vin Diesel, because those movies worked. So we like Vin Diesel in that role. I mean, nobody wants to see him play anything else. Batista's trying to be a thespian right now, but without Guardians of the Galaxy, we wouldn't give a fuck who Batista was. You know what I mean? He barely
Oh,
talks.
Batista from WWE, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He
That's
doesn't even talk in Guardians for most. I mean, he just like he's monotone on purpose. You know, it's just weird that he's trying to be like an actor. I was like, okay, well, good luck with that. I don't know if anybody's gonna believe you, but I could be wrong. You know, I don't think I am.
I mean, I've seen the movies he done, and I'll just leave it at that. So
That's my point. Where I'm just like, kind of know your lane, bro. You know, I mean, I'm happy you're successful, make money, but you should be happy to have a job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're in the fucking MCU, dude. You're making millions of dollars. You know, and now but like, are you sure you're that guy? You know, that you really want to step out there and start competing with the actors, you know? So I don't know.
It's probably because he feel like he can do it, because he's like, well, I'm Batista and I have the name, and let me just try it out and see what happens, because like he can do it. I
right. Not that he physically can,
there.
but because he can, exactly.
Right.
But I mean, how many movies have we seen? Because oh no, we got the funding because we put names in it, and they were all the wrong names. Nobody wanted to see that shit. Can you imagine like the new Beetlejuice movie, right? Imagine that movie without Michael Keaton in it, without Winona Ryder, without the original cast. It wouldn't work. It's intelligent that they actually said, fuck, let's bring them all back. That's why Cobra Kai is so good. It's not about how good the acting is. It's like, look, dude, we loved the Karate Kid. Let's just bring back the entire fucking cast. Okay? Let's bring them all back so it feels the same. And then we did what we needed to do. Let the kids be the actors. We'll just be us. Right? And it worked because that product worked. But let's be real. Outside of the Karate Kid, what's the only movie you remember Ralph Macchio ever doing?
I don't remember any other movies he's done.
Oh, come on. Really? My
Yeah.
Cousin Vinny.
Oh.
See? You forget he's
Oh
in the
yeah, he
fucking
did do my
movie.
cousin Vinny. He did. He did do my cousin
Yeah,
Vinny.
everyone forgets he's in the fucking movie because it's Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei.
Yeah.
There's levels to this shit. You know what I mean? Marissa Tomei showed up, got a fucking Oscar. Ralph Macchio, oh fuck, that's right. The Karate Kid was in that movie. What does that tell you? You see what I mean? The only thing I give Ralph Macchio is like if that dude could just put his DNA in a bottle, he'd be a billionaire. You know that dude's in his 60s?
He doesn't look it.
In the movie The Outsiders. Remember the movie The Outsiders?
Oh
Ralph Macchio played a
yeah, I read the
13-year-old
book
kid.
too. So good.
He was the oldest, other than Patrick Swayze. He was the only member of the cast 21 years old. In The Outsiders, when C. Thomas Howell was like fucking 16, Ralph Macchio's next to him. He's 21. Okay, Ralph Macchio does not age at all. The dude is old as fuck. All right? He's finally started to lose his hair, hence the comb over in the Karate Kid Cobra Kai show. Now, go look it up, dude. Ralph Macchio's fucking old.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was in the 60s. That's crazy.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's wild. But anyway, there's this random tidbit. Okay, cool. But I don't know. Like, I mean, there's some actors you just kind of like them. Like, you just like them for whatever you like them for. But yeah, as I said, acting is not as deep as people make it out to be. It's really about delivery and believability. And if the audience resonates with you for whatever fucking reason, it works. So to answer your question in the longest way possible, I think that actors can't help but be themselves in that role. We all play us, but we play us in that situation. Those with the biggest range and the lowest, smallest ego, okay, they have the largest range. They could do anything. Jim Carrey doesn't care if he looks stupid, and he could do The Mask, he could do The Grinch, but he could also do, you know, Man on the Moon and The Number 23 and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and still be just as fucking good because they're all Jim Carrey. It's just Jim Carrey in that scenario. Robin Williams, same thing, you know, and it just depends on what you're willing to give to the audience, how honest and exposed you can make yourself. And it's not about vulnerability in the crying phase. It's, I don't care what it comes off like. I care that the conversation came from in here, regardless of the lines. Now, the lines matter. So you can only get a wonderful performance that matters and connects with the audience with good writing. Because you could be the greatest actor in the world with a bad script and it's still going to be a bad performance as far as people are concerned because the script's so fucking bad. No matter how good, no matter how well you play it, you know?
Sure.
There's nothing you can do if you have nothing to say. All the scenes, all the movies you remember, they're all things that you connected to. That's why you remember. You know, you remember those lines, you quote those things because you believed. Outside of that, you don't remember because it was just more people talking.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Well, thank you for coming through tonight. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Seriously.
For sure. So, DC, we got to get this man a pizza.
Yeah, DC.
I think that the noodles, he's eventually gonna get a sponsorship deal from that noodle company. That's what we're
Hopefully,
hoping.
hopefully.
It'll be like a brand deal. It'll be a nice little brand deal for Albert.
Listen, I would not turn that down. It's easy as
All
quick
the
to
free
make.
fucking noodles. All the free noodles you could shake a stick at. Or Jess's spoon.
One day I'll change up. One day.
Yeah, you sound like a stripper. Only doing this for now. 7 years later. All right.
All right. Well, thank you for coming through, though. I appreciate you. Seriously.
Sure, man.
Coming on.
Catch you all later. And when, like I said, once I go to set or whatever, I'll give you guys more info.
All right. Well, we'll definitely be waiting for that. So thank you.
Keep us posted. All right. I know you're kind of getting ready to log off, right?
Yep.
Speak of Le Devil that we talked about for hours.
Yeah. It's funny. Jess was actually kind of like the cornerstone of the conversation
Yeah.
with DC and his blasphemy.
Yeah, we talked about the poor young soul that was banned from the chat forever.
DC and his lies. Apparently, he has a bunch of honey on his face that we don't get to see. So, know what kind of fetish that is, but
I'm saving it for my OnlyFans. I was kidding.
Jess says, "Don't go anywhere." There's a lot of love, Jess. A lot of love, Jess.
There's only one, man. And also pissing off Jeff, you're gonna get blocked from the chat forever and ever, never to return.
DC is telling lies and fallacies. I don't know what this man is that they're talking
That young
about.
soul was blocked from this chat forever. He's out. After that young soul is now Kyrie.
I think that DC was probably drinking earlier, maybe, or what did Ron say? He drunk some expired Tylenol. I never knew that Tylenol actually came in a liquid.
That poor young soul. Like I said, you can talk about Albert being Albie, how he canceled Life to Live, but you talk about Jesse, you will get blocked from this chat forever and ever, never to return. You will vanish.
I have no idea what DC Smith is saying.
You will vanish in the
He's
pit.
clearly trolling.
That poor young soul. There's also 5 other people that were casted out from Masterclass Enterprises. They're coming with a tell-all special.
I don't know who those 5 other people are.
I'm having them watch a tell-all special.
I think this is what happens when DC gets tired, gets a little late, getting a little loopy, starts saying things don't make any sense.
It's gonna be a tell-all special. The 4 young souls that were casted out from Boston Enterprises.
I'm dreaming of members now. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I wasn't even drinking tonight.
Those poor young souls.
Anyway.
There was only one young soul that got casted out from Boston Enterprises.
I have no idea what DC
he was like the fallen angel. Never
did that honey like drip in your mouth or something like that, and you just a little loopy tonight or something?
No, I keep it on for an hour because it helps me like keep my face nice and clear, and I don't want to come out of chat like it all glossed up. Like it looked like someone like did research on. No, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. But yeah. It'll just be very glowy, you know, and you can see the stickiness all over it. So yeah, I wasn't gonna make that joke earlier. I decided not to.
There's no way to walk that back.
Well, I don't think anybody caught it. So you know,
I'm pretty sure people caught it.
I don't think anybody ever caught that joke. So you know, I was like, okay. So
see, you never know what's gonna go on in my chat.
Never. You never know. Today was like a Friday night. Friday night madness. If for those guys didn't come on, catch on the replay. Yes,
definitely catch the replay because and catch that. You know, by the way, I want to sit there and say one other thing.
What?
Did you notice that they have like this axe button that literally shows you everything that you were talking about?
On StreamYard?
No, on YouTube. There's a button. So you go on any person's video, and then there's a button that says ask, and it will summarize everything that somebody is talking about.
I didn't see that.
I don't know if I should sit there and tell this joke here. You know what? Should I tell this joke here? I don't feel like it's a joke, but like I went to somebody's page and apparently they misgendered this person. And I don't really understand why. I mean, I know that AI isn't exactly perfect, but
What was the channel?
anyway,
Oh, that's
can I
it.
stop it?
Oh, this is
Yeah,
okay. Was it a
yeah.
sub channel?
You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm about to get about. But the point is that yeah, you can literally sit there and see what that person's talking about, and it will actually give you timestamps. So if you're talking about one subject, it
Oh,
will
the
sit there and
timestamps
track.
thing, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, it gives you a summary of everything that that person's talking about throughout the stream or throughout the video.
So when you click into that timestamp, it'll give you a summary, or are you saying the title of that timestamp is a summary?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, but it was just weird, though.
Because it did
Also,
that once for my video where it gave like it added timestamps. I was like, how did it do that when I didn't personally request that?
yeah, it did. It did that to mine. Nathaniel says, "Always a pleasure, never a chore coming through. Appreciate you. Thank you and your wisdom. Seriously." But yeah, I'll screenshot it and I'll sit there and send it to you.
Yeah, send that over to me because I was like, I wondered where that exactly came. You know, today I was initially gonna come on the live too, but I was handling some business.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, this
Cool.
is not the numbers live. Never mind. When I mean business guys, I mean like just things that's dealing with school and stuff. That's what I mean. I forgot this is not the
Yes,
numbers
that's what he
live.
means.
Let me walk that back.
I don't think I don't think that the AI would actually allow you to walk it back.
Yeah. So yeah. Let me walk that. Let me walk some part of that. I'm too much. I got to text you about something. I need to get your opinion on. I'm gonna send you a voice note about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cherry Ice Cream says, "How are you talking about transgressions?" Yeah, we talking about transgressions.
Oh, okay. I think I know a little bit about what that's about, the transcript thing. I think I have some sort of an idea about it, about what the transcript is. I think I do. I have some sort of idea, I think.
Oh, transcripts. Yes. Okay.
Transcripts.
Um. But I'll send it to you anyway, just so we can be on the same page. So, Tracy says, "Yeah, okay, DC."
Yeah, it's a Friday night,
You're on in a Freaky Friday at this point.
No Lindsay Lohan.
Nathaniel says, "See, y'all gonna get me in trouble not talking about members only one day."
Gosh, yeah. It's a Friday night. You have 2 gallons of water. 2 gallons of water. That puts you in the mood for research. Whether or not you know that, guys, increases the blood flow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, increases the blood flow. I mean, because it makes the substances that I'll put it this way: it makes the substances that you use in the lab more clear.
I think I'm just, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and share that stuff. Um,
I probably shouldn't even need to say it. I probably shouldn't even say that.
never really felt like I needed water for.
It makes the research flow. Let's put it that way. It makes the research flow.
Well, that's new.
Okay, I don't
Interesting
know.
little tidbit.
That metaphor didn't even sound right. That could have all kinds of ways.
There's no way you could sit there and actually make that sound any better. So, but
Yeah,
we're all adults. So,
exactly. It helps with the research. When you drink a lot of water, it helps the research. You feel the stamina. You feel you're able to really study and hone in on your craft. Yeah. But for me, listen, when it comes to research, like I said, I think the imagination is best because nowadays, research material that is out there, it just doesn't provide a good synopsis.
I know you need scripts and romance in your research.
I
That's
need I need to know who the characters are. I need to know why is it that you love the research of each other. This is what I need, and that what makes me connect with the material. That's important to me.
well, we all got our vices. Uh, but I do want to thank everyone for joining tonight, though. This was actually a lot of fun. And I'm glad that you came on, DC. I know that you weren't going to come on before because of um, whatever honey that's on your face. But I appreciate you coming through, though.
course. I'm glad I was able to come through. I actually was already planning to come on tonight, but I was like, nah, I got some stuff to do. And I still ended up on tonight. See, you never know what's gonna happen on these lives.
Yeah, you usually sit there and text and be like, I'm coming through, and I'm like, all right, cool. So, but this is cool though, because this is unexpected. So,
It is.
I'm gonna have to probably change the title of this video, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how creative I'm gonna be. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, though. This is actually a lot of fun. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you, Nathaniel Gray, for your time, your wisdom, and just for being an awesome person. Appreciate you. And thank you, DC, for coming through tonight.
You are more than welcome, my lord.
You're always a great wingman and partner in doing this stuff. So always appreciate your time.
Good to be on. It's good to be on.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. If you are a member, I will sit there and see you tomorrow. If you're not a member, definitely join. And have a good weekend, everyone. I'll see you on Monday.
All right, buddy. We are out.
Yes.